2 of How to Obtain Mastery. Readings under the Brooklyn Bridge. We may think we are meditating, but we...
Why don't you read the other one?
No.
Read this later, where we have breakfast.
Well, we may think we are meditating, but we can only do so when we gaze with our inner eye. No other practice is going to lead to the inner experiences other than meditation by gazing within and with a still mind. Another point to consider is even if we really sat in a meditative pose for 10,000 hours, for all those years, was our meditation accurate? What if it wasn't accurate? We might look like we are meditating because we are sitting still, but where was our mind for those 10,000 hours? Was the mind gone? Does that mean you have to do it over again? Was it thinking, or was it silent and still? Were we repeating Simran for all of those 10,000 hours? See, to achieve mastery, you have to do 10,000 hours. Were we gazing into the middle of the field lying in front of us for all that time? All these ingredients need to be happening simultaneously for us to truly claim we were meditating. If we sit for 2.5 hours, but we only keep our mind still and gaze fixed for only 1 minute, out of that 2.5 hours, how many years would it take for if we only truly meditated 1 minute a day? If 10,000 hours at 2.5 hours per day equals 10 years, but we only meditated 1 minute accurately with our mind still out of those 2.5 hours of sitting still, then we have to multiply that times 100 and 150. That would mean 10 years times 150 years, or 1,500 years.
But it's the point.
We have to meditate 1,500 years now, or else meditate accurately. Goodness. Well, that's been a point aware of accuracy. The reason I meditate, I used to say to meditate 6 hours to get 3 hours accurately. Well, I don't know, but that would mean 10 years times. How many lifetimes would that be? For most people, we would be meditating more than 1 minute. We can actually see how much accurate time we are putting in and multiply those 10 years by the number of minutes out of the 2.5 hours daily we are actually putting into meditation accurately. When we look at the facts mathematically, we are shocked to see how little time we have actually putting in over the years. There may be some who have been diligent and accurate in their meditations, and they find those are the people who are making good spiritual progress. If we are not satisfied with where we are today, we need to analyze how much time we have really been putting in over the years and make a commitment to put in more time and accurate time. Although the concept of 10,000 hours is just an idea proposed by research study, it is not necessary that we punch in a time clock for 10,000 hours to be in Satchikan. It's not really mechanical. It is merely a concept backed by what the masters say about the need to put in a minimum time for meditation. And the more we can do, the better. It is not going to be a specific number of hours, but it is the overall concept that we need to put in more time to meditate to achieve the results we want. It is not to say that at 10,000 hours a disciple reaches Satchikan or turns into a spiritual master. does point out, though, that if we look at those who became spiritual masters, they did put in a great deal of time during their lives to meditation, and they did so accurately. There are other factors that help, such as the grace of the masters to give us a boost. There are karmic factors that we have to pass through as well. But at least we know if we are meditating for a longer time, we will be making more progress than if we were to put in less time. If there are karmic factors we have to pass through, the more meditation we put in, the faster and more easily we get through the difficulty. If we put in more effort, wouldn't that naturally bring more grace? When we are putting in effort, we also are more committed and have more zeal and passion for the goal. This zeal and passion intensifies our concentration and attention, which in turn brings greater results. First, let us see what we should be doing when we meditate. We must sit with full accuracy. This means that we must not allow any thoughts to intervene. We must sit with full concentration, gazing into the middle of what lies in front of us. While doing so, we keep thoughts from entering by repeating the names of God, given to us by the living master at the time of initiation. This repetition, or Simran. Simrana is a Sanskrit word that means to remember. Done mentally will keep thoughts from intervening. While meditating in this manner, we will see lights within. We may see light of any color. Then, by looking into the middle of whatever comes before us, inner vistas of stars, sky, stars, moon, and sun will open up to us. We will continue looking into the middle of whatever we see. Ultimately, we find the radiant form of our spiritual master. We then go with the radiant form, which takes us on an inner journey through the astral region, the causal region, the supercausal region, until we reach our eternal home, the lap of God. There we attain the ultimate goal of human birth, which is union with God. Progress from sitting regularly in meditation is a matter of effort and grace. We make the effort by sitting for at least 2.5 hours daily. Inaccurate, regular meditation. We must have a ruling passion to meet God. The grace then comes to us, giving us our soul's desire to see the radiant form of the Master. There is a story of a man who wanted to see his master in a vision. He sought advice from a holy man. The holy man told him, on Friday night, eat a lot of salty foods. Do your prayers and go to sleep without drinking any water. Then you will understand. So the man did what the holy man suggested. On Friday night. He ate heavily salted food, did his prayers, went to bed without any water. That night the man dreamt that he was drinking water from rivers, streams, fountains. He dreamed of water the entire night. The next day he returned to the holy man and began crying. The man said, I did what you asked, but I did not see my master inside. Instead, I was so thirsty, all I could do was dream of drinking water. I was so thirsty, I felt like I am on fire. The holy man said to him, eating the salty food gave you so much thirst that the entire night you dreamed of nothing but water. In the same way, you must feel such a thirst for your master. Then you will have the blessing of his vision. This story indicates the kind of passion and zeal we need to find God. Meditation is not just a mechanical act. The fire of desire for God must light our meditation so that the flames of our soul can rise to the heavens. we must sit in meditation for the prescribed time with zeal and passion. Then the grace can come to us. Our prayers can then be answered, and we will be blessed with the divine illuminating form of the Master. Then our inner spiritual journey can begin. In life, there are many people who have an idea or a goal but never seem to achieve it, while others do attain what they want. We often think that those who fulfill their dreams happen to do so because of good luck. But the secret ingredient is not luck. Some people are determined to work hard to fulfill their dreams and will not stop until their goal is reached. Difference between achieving one's heart's desire and in not having that dream fulfilled is due to determination and putting in sufficient time to achieve mastery. Sometimes there are people who have an idea to make life better for others. They are so determined to fulfill this dream that they not only are determined, but will give everything they have and even sacrifice their lives to help others, spending every spare moment of their lives to do so. In this connection, there is a true story about a man named... I'm going to stop there because I don't think we can finish it in time. Because the next story is about the Brooklyn Bridge. You asked me when are you going to talk about the Brooklyn Bridge?
I said that was the story.
The story was supposed to be read under the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm a romanticist. Don't you want to have a romantic reading? Be nice under the Brooklyn Bridge. We are reading the second part of How to Attain Mastery from the teachings of Sant Rajinder Singh. He uses contemporary research like in sports and stuff and on performance. So they have a lot of endurance and performance studies now on how to become an Olympic athlete. But in this case, the Olympics of meditation, how to become an Olympic-style meditator. Going to win the Olympics gold medal in meditation, I guess. Part 2 of How to Attain Mastery, September 2010, Sandesh.